Good morning. Yesterday we mentioned the halacha that after we take our steps back, we should wait there until the repetition of the Amidah. No talking, no moving, no looking around. Okay. At the end of the repetition of the Amidah of the Shaliach Tzibur, there's a line in there that sometimes people forget to make, so it's important that anyone who's called up to lead and do Hazan for the morning, they make sure they add it. The same way like when we finish, before we take our 3 steps back, our Amidah is an individual, we add in the line of Yul Ratzonim Hashem Tzuri B'Gali. Also, when we are doing the repetition of the Amidah, even though we're not going to say that last paragraph of Elokai Netzor Leshoni Mira, nevertheless, the ending of the Amidah, repetition of the Amidah will be Baruch Atah Hashem, HaMevarech et Amo Yisrael B'Shalom, Amen. And then we say, Yiyu L'Ratzonim Lipi V'Gyon Libi Defenecha Hashem Tzuri B'Gali. And then we're going to move on to whether it's Kaddish or whether it's Anna for most days. But we have to make sure to add in that line. That line is also very important. Again, we explained the understanding and just the simple and basic understanding and interpretation of that line is that also all of the thoughts, not only all of the words that we delivered to HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be listened and answered, also all of our thoughts, all of the Higyon Libi should also be brought in front of Hashem and answered. That's the first halacha. The second halacha is at the end of this individual's Amidah. Again, if you're looking at your Sidur, after Oseh Shalom B'Mrumav, we have another 2 lines in over there. Now those 2 lines are, we are requesting from HaKadosh Baruch Hu that the rebuilding of the Bet HaMikdash comes speedily. Again, if we look after Oseh Shalom B'Mrumav, so we're going to take a bow back. We go 1, 2, 3. Oseh Shalom B'Mrumav. And then we stand, and now we say, you either know it up by heart or you read it from the Sidur, either or. Let it be the will of you, Hashem Elokeinu v'Elokei Avotenu, shetivnei Bet HaMikdash, that the Bet HaMikdash should be rebuilt b'mira b'yameinu, v'ten chelkenu b'toratach, and each of our portion in our Torah learning we should be given, granted, in order to do in order to serve you with a complete heart. Why do we do it now? Why specifically after the Amidah do we again ask for the rebuilding of the Bet HaMikdash? We did the rebuilding of the Bet HaMikdash. We had it already Boni Yerushalayim in the Amidah. So Chachamim explain that Nebuchadnezzar and Yehezkel, very good. They had a little ego power struggle. Neither of them wanted to go to each other, and in the end, to meet each other. And in the end, finally, Nebuchadnezzar sent a messenger to Yehezkel, and there apparently were 3 steps taken over there. Those 3 steps were, unfortunately, one of the reasons that the Bet HaMikdash was destroyed. So Chachamim instituted, at the end of our Amidah, we are going to also take 3 steps out of reverence and awe and honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and these 3 steps will go to counteract those 3 steps which destroyed the Bet HaMikdash and now hopefully rebuild it. That's why specifically now is when we recite and we mention again the prayer for the rebuilding of the Bet HaMikdash.
But our steps are backward.
Well, that's why I explained our steps were 3 steps backwards because it's in reverence and awe and respect of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Obviously his were forward. Very good. Chazak, 3 steps for 3 steps. Maybe it's also so we could reverse the decree of his 3 steps.
That's what they say.
Yeah. The 3 steps either forward, we reverse them backwards. Chazak, very good. Very good. Chazak Baruch. Okay, Minhar Bit tonight is going to be at 5:50.